Very good afternoon to all of you. Let me start with a couple of apologies. I am substituting for Professor Mangal Sundar, who is the National Coordinator of NPTEL. So, I am substituting for a person who spent about 15 years with NPTEL, spent about 1/3 of the time. So, in some ways, I have to apologize for the inconvenience. Second is a far simpler thing to do, and I was just wondering if I had violated a dress protocol. I was going to say that having lived in Chennai for a very long time and being an academic person gives you a little bit of privileges. Let me use this opportunity to talk a little bit about NPTEL, which is a very familiar, successful story. Hopefully I don't end up boring you because I'm standing between you and lunch. I'll do about 10 slides of this and perhaps share a couple of thoughts of my own and then wind up quickly. So NPTEL stands for National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning, which you can see in this slide. The first and foremost is it's a joint initiative of the IITs and the Indian Institute of Science. It kind of helps us learn through online web and video courses in engineering, science and humanities, including management. A very large component of NPTEL is in the engineering side, a little bit on the humanities, we are still developing it, a little bit on the management side. The most important thing is the web link that I have given, nptel.ac.in, nptel.iitm.ac.in and so on. You could just go to Google and type NPTEL, it will take you to that site. You could go to YouTube and type NPTEL, it will take you to that site. This is how the NPTEL website will look like. Won't go too much detail. I'm not sure if you can even follow most of what is written here. You can see the new courses introduced that are there on the right hand side. You can see a whole lot of things which includes GATE preparation and a few other things. And then on the bottom of the slide you will see something like aerospace engineering 21, mechanical engineering some large number, chemical engineering and so on. Now these are the courses that are available through NPTEL in the various branches of engineering. This is an update of that. This slide is slightly better than the other one. So 26 courses in aerospace engineering and so on. For example, you could think of 23 in management, 98 in mechanical engineering and so on. Now what is a course? The course is 40 hours of content for a teacher or faculty member or a student to use. And the course is either a web course or it's a video course. If it's a video course, the student or the listener sees a teacher doing it. If it's a web course, it's more like notes or a book. This is just a bit of statistic which tells you how NPTEL is doing. I think we are talking of 15 crores, 97 lakhs, 3,586 visits on YouTube. So YouTube, of course, most of you would know, we're not going to use YouTube only to see, movies or some happy videos or entertainment. YouTube has its own share in education. You could type mechanical engineering or electrical engineering into YouTube and then you could see a list of courses. On the lighter side, you could type operations research or type my name to also see me there. These are some YouTube statistics which will tell you how powerful it is. This is again some idea about if you click into some engineering, you would see the list of courses that are coming, and then you could see things like a new course being listed, the course content and so on. I'll quickly run through some things here. This is about some lecture notes and assignments that have been given. There are enough links and places where you can click and go through. You could post a question, the student or the teacher could post a question and we try and answer that and so on. There are several of these features. Let me try and show a couple of slides where courses with, you can search on course by name, by professor, by many things. You try and quickly, keywords. It will tell you which are the lectures that have that keyword. I'm just checking if I can. Yeah, this is typically how you can click on the keyword and go to that corresponding place and so on. I'm just checking if it shows a face of somebody teaching. So these are, the key thing is, yes, what started off with videos and video lectures and then became things that people could see in television, and then it went through the internet to desktops and then laptops, and now you could download it in various forms and the student can simply carry it in a mobile instrument and view it and see it. Several institutions are involved in this. This is something about options, how institutions take them. We have FAQs. Lecture-wise, there is some material. You can bookmark favorite courses and do many more things. So let me kind of temporarily stop this PPT, it's a longish one. Let me also tell you a little bit of things about NPTEL and my own thoughts of the whole thing. Now NPTEL has its share of, there are about, the first phase introduced about 130 courses on the web mode and 130 courses on the video mode. The second phase introduced about 400 courses on the web mode and an equal number on the video mode. We have both the web course and the video course. Originally designed for web courses, but then we were told when the Government of India, it's an entirely Government of India funded initiative, and all this material is available absolutely free to every person in this world, not restricted only to India. 85% of the viewership is from within India, 15% of the viewership is from abroad. Some of the highlights are when the proposal came that we would do only video courses. I'm informed that the Honorable Minister looked at the proposal and said, in this country, every student would like to see the face of the teacher when to learn something, and so have video courses. So that's how video courses came into NPTEL. In terms of content, it's created a large number of content which can actually lead to MTech degrees or degrees, MSc kind of degrees in various specializations. As I said, it's crossed about 15 crore viewership, and it's one of the most successful, prestigious and popular initiatives of the Government of India, which has been extremely well received by academic institutions, industry, students and so on. I'll take a couple of more minutes, it won't take more than that. I just thought I will share a little bit about what is teaching is just not a word class. I was going through a couple of lines here, and the first line made me think when it's written that it inflicts pain with respect to the student and the teacher. If I look back at almost 25 years in this profession, I have to tell you that it's an absolute joy to teach, and there is absolutely no pain. If you ask me, there is no pain. I have enjoyed it every moment, and I will enjoy it in the remaining 14 years of, at least 14 years of my own service that is left behind. Now with respect to the session focus, there are three things. Retention. Yes, retention is an issue. Things have changed with so much of mobile technologies and computing devices. All of us have forgotten what is 7 into 8. If I go to a class and ask them what is 7 into 8, I don't get an answer. I can only remember my good old maths teacher who gave me something in my knuckle when I didn't say what is 13 into 14. So to that extent, we have lost quite a bit of it, and we need to pick it up. I'm not against technology. I like when my son, who is studying in 10th class, picks up something from the computer faster than I could do. Importance of experiential learning. Yes, technology would take you away from hands-on doing things, labs. NPTEL is trying its best to try and have its own lab sessions. And in the event of the government or the IITs coming up with a program that leads to a degree, then we would have specific lab sessions which would give them the experiential learning. Assessment strategies are significant and important, and that's a challenge. Retention is a very big challenge. We don't know whether the retention time is 50 minutes like in a traditional class, or 1.5 hours, or 20 minutes, and these are all questions and challenges that we face today when we design courses through NPTEL. We don't even know what is the expectation. You're now talking to an invisible audience. We are not backed up with very high technology, something the previous speaker was mentioning. I think I would sum it up by saying the role of the teacher is to create willingness, interest and curiosity to learn, and the teacher should know what he or she is teaching, and then education will become far more successful and useful to everybody in the society. Thanks for giving me an opportunity. Thank you.